What's up, YouTube? It's John here, and you read the title. The Cleveland Browns are a joke, and I I really just can't believe what I witnessed yesterday. Probably one of the worst drafts I've ever seen. I mean, really, shoot, we can start as far as Thursday. Thursday, their first pick, in the first round. Like I don't get it. I don't know what they were trying to do. But I think they probably had the worst outcome they could have possibly did in the top five, going for Mason Graham. They could have had Travis Hunter. They could have had Abdul Carter. They could have had Ashton Jeanty. But they go for Mason Graham, a guy who I'm not even gonna lie, I've never heard of, but his stats are nothing crazy at all to be a top five. I don't really know why he's a top five. I'm guessing because he's won a natty before, and he's on Michigan, which is a highly prestigious college. I'm guessing that's why he was that ranked high. Because never seen a single highlight. Nothing about him is like crazy, and I'm not even trying to be a hater, but like if I was them, I would have took Travis Hunter, or Ashton Jeanty, or even Abdul Carter. They don't necessarily need another edge rusher with Myles Garrett, but if they really wanted to like wreck the league with both of them, that would have been way better than Mason Graham. But yeah, the Cleveland Browns, not only did they go for the worst option they could have gotten in the top five, they proceeded to draft two quarterbacks. Now they have five quarterbacks on the roster, and they wasted a third round pick on Dylan Gabriel, knowing they're gonna draft Shadur Sanders. I have no clue what they're doing. I don't even know if Dylan Gabriel will make the team, and he's a third round pick. I think they're probably forced to keep him on the team, but like, how many quarterbacks are you gonna keep on your roster when it's cut time? I have no idea. You know Shadur is better than Gabriel, so why draft? Why draft him? Why draft Gabriel if you knew you're gonna get Shadur? Or if you like Gabriel better, don't waste a pick on Shadur then. I mean, I get it, it's fifth pick, but you're also using a third rounder that could have been used. I don't know. Then they also double dipped on running backs. Two in the top four rounds. They did not need to do that. I think they probably had two picks that made sense this whole draft, and even those picks were like at spots they already have good talent. Like they had Jock. They have Jock already, but they drafted a linebacker the start of the second, who is good, but I don't know about that. And then they drafted the tight end who had like the leading yards, Harold Fannin, I think. So they did draft like good players, but it just made no sense what they were doing. So instead, I'm gonna give you what they should have did, and I'm gonna use their draft picks based off the trade because we can't like really hypothetically make a draft where they didn't do the trade, because then I'd have to not only do you know, do their picks different, I'd have to do other teams' picks different, because if they didn't do the trade, there would be different trades I would have had. So you get it. So basically, starting at the fifth pick with their draft, I would have took Ashton Jeanty over Mason Graham. I think they're looking for any offensive help they can get, and Ashton Jeanty would have been the perfect replacement for Chubb that can probably outproduce Chubb. Chubb was a beast when he was healthy, but I think Ashton will be even better. Yeah, I think Ashton Jeanty's the pick there. Then with the second pick, I know I just said I did think the Carson pick was, decent, even though they have already a good linebacker. I would have actually switched it to Nick Emmanwori, the safety, because when I was looking at their depth chart, they have no good safeties, bro. I was like, what? They got corners, but they have no good safeties. So I'm just looking like, I don't know what they're planning on doing. They got to guard teams like the
I'm
Bengals, and
open.
they're gonna,
I'm always fucking open.
not have no safeties. That's good, but I would have took Nick there over Carson. And then with the next pick, instead of the running back they took Quinshawn, I would have took Luther Burden. I think imagine him, Judy and Njoku. That's a solid receiving core. And now they got Harold too. I think would I have kept Harold? I feel like I would keep Harold because Njoku has injury history. That's kind of the only reason. I feel like they could have probably got a better option, maybe more help on defense, draft a linebacker there or something. But I'll keep Harold just because you can never really have too many weapons. And yeah, he's really good. So I'll keep Harold. Then I would say their next pick was Dylan Gabriel, right? Yeah, that was horrible. Instead of Dylan, I would have actually took Shadur there because don't waste another third rounder on the quarterback if you're going to draft two of them. So I would have drafted Shadur there. Cool. Then the fourth round pick, who was their fourth rounder? Oh, it was another running back. Like, it just makes no sense. So instead of that, I would have switched it. I would have got a defensive tackle because they needed the, help there, I guess. I would have drafted Joshua Farmer because Joshua Farmer literally has more sacks, more TFLs than Mason Graham, and he dropped to the fourth round, so he might be better than Mason Graham. Granted, I haven't watched tape, so I don't know, but hey, if you need defensive tackle help, I think Joshua Farmer is good. Even I was looking at another guy, Tonka something, not the Yeet song, but Tonka. He was good too. He had like the same production as Mason. So I'm just like, whoa, how are these guys dropping so low? Is it because they're not from Michigan? But yeah, I would have drafted Joshua Farmer with that pick. Then we got the fifth round next. Yeah. Then instead of Shadur, I would have took edge help because they could, probably use more edge rushers besides Myles Garrett to help out Myles Garrett. So I would say the biggest steal of the draft from the Eagles. What was his name? I'm actually blanking on him. Antoine something. But he had 16 sacks and he dropped down to the sixth. The way he dropped, I would have thought he was Mike Green, bro. I thought he had the allegations. Because, like, how is a 16 sack guy in the sixth round? Makes no sense. Should have drafted him. So that's pretty much addressing, like, pretty much majority all their holes on defense. That would have been a way better draft, in my opinion. But, yeah, this is why the Browns are poverty. Like, I know I can't talk too much because I'm a Bengals fan, but, like, I don't know. The Browns, they make us look good, so yeah, the Browns, they're definitely a joke. I'm happy with their draft, and yeah, that's pretty much all the critique I have. Let me know what you guys think though in the comments, what you guys would have drafted, and make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and until next time, peace.